It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Plenty of excitement as we count down to tip-off here on 2K Sports. A little New Year's Eve hoops. This is very, very
When's the
festive.
countdown begin?
5,
4,
3,
2, Happy New Year!
Okay. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Sacramento Kings here in their house, Golden One Center. Looking at the Kings, they're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. And we'll get to see Marc Gasol in this contest, a center who added the three-point shot to his game last season. All of a sudden, late in his career, he's become a three-point threat as a 7-footer. Man alive, Shaq.
Gasol saw how he could open up things when he added the three. Muchas gracias.
Man, and me without my SAP button. Kenny?
Well, Gasol, he's always had a great touch. But now he's just extended it from a mid-range into a long range. So I'm not surprised by this. Muy bien.
That's about does it for now. Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Adios.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Wow, the fans making a lot of noise here inside the arena. The Sacramento Kings are getting settled in. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Sacramento Kings coach Dave Yeager started out coaching in the minor leagues. And every year he'd attend NBA training camps, but especially ones with teams that had big roster turnover. He said a coach who's had his team together calls out a drill, and everybody does it. But to watch those guys teach and put it all together, that was where you really learned. Kevin?
Thanks, David, and it's clear that Coach Yeager is a details guy, an impressive young coach. And these teams have both been struggling, Chris, of late, looking for any win they can get right now, trying to get some scraps.
Yeah, these teams are fighting for just a little momentum. Sometimes you just need to get the snowball rolling just to knock down one domino, and that's what these guys need to do tonight. Some way, pull and find a win that can galvanize that locker room, start a little bit of chemistry, and see if they can get on the road.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Conley out there with Tyreek Evans. And it's McLemore in at the 3, the small forward. Kings on D. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Yeah, and they play in the same conference. Not a rivalry per se, but familiar enough to cause some tricky problems for one another.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Labissiere, and good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
Oh, and just look at Labissiere, just staying after it and creating additional opportunities for his team.
Gasol a screen. At the elbow, Green. Pass to McLemore. Back to Green. Pass to Evans. It's stolen by Hield. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. The putback. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, that's just an uninspired performance. Didn't execute well, and even the few times they did, the shot still had a hard time falling.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Sacramento on defense. It's a 3-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that 3.
Yeah, it looks good when it's going in, but they definitely forced some. Overall, pretty inaccurate from out there.
Kicks it to Labissiere, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Well, that's some determination from Labissiere. He isn't going to be denied, even when he's getting fouled.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And that one falls for Labissiere. When the Kings struggled last season, Greg, they did so because they just couldn't get stops in the defensive end.
And defense, something that this team will struggle with at times. A lot of it is they don't protect the rim or close out, particularly on that 3-point shot. And so much of defense just boils down to challenging shooters whenever you can. It's about giving more effort on that side of the ball.
And McLemore kicks to Conley. 4 on the clock, and the layup is up and in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here's Fox. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Conley with it, now guarded by Hield. Evans dishes to Green. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the strike.
Rejected by Gasol. McLemore, the pass to Evans. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Well, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Now here's Hield. His last outing with 20 points. Labissiere, the screen, off the screen. They get it back. Cauley-Stein. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Cauley-Stein's got his first 2 points. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Evans kicks to Conley. Gasol dishes to Conley. It's stolen by Hield. Here's the break. All going up court. Pulls up. That's short off the rim.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Gasol passes to Conley. Back to Gasol. Inside, just 5 on the clock. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Kings.
And they stayed away from being too reliant on the 3-point shot. They used it when they had to, but kept things balanced. And that's what you want to have, an offense that comes at you in all sorts of ways.
Clock is at 3. Here's McLemore.
That's just the heart of Cauley-Stein. The heart that he possesses on defense is just admirable. He takes pride in contesting every shot he can out there.
Now here's Gasol. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Fox. Pass to Labissiere. Fox against Conley. Labissiere with the screen for Fox. Tries again. And it's Labissiere getting it to go. Labissiere's got 7.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Gasol is screen on Jackson. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closer. Gasol no good. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The drive by Jackson. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Evans kicks to McLemore. But they recover it. Green dishes to Evans. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Evans has got his second bucket of the night.
In the shooting form Evans has, a reliable jump shot. You got to honor it if you're the defense.
Kept alive. Labissiere. Great D that time from Green.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Conley, the pass to McLemore. Back to Conley. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, perhaps the biggest thing is that Coach Yager is providing the Kings stability in the coaching position. First time a coach has been here for multiple years since 2012. Consistency is a key in helping this team get back on track.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Zach Randolph's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Carter comes in for Jackson. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Heald. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with Jaeger coming to the Kings, part of why they wanted him is because he had success and a track record before becoming available, something this team knows they needed.
It's very hard for a franchise to find success when they're always having coaching changes. Players have to learn a new system each year. There's no fluidity, and it adds hurdles to the team's development.
Outside Conley. And Chalmers kicks to Selden. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they built. They really captured the momentum.
Now here's Shumpert. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Sacramento making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Gasol. And Martin subbed in for Mike Conley. Temple dishes to Shumpert. He kicks to Koufos. 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Temple can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Chalmers. Here's Davis, right wing. Here's Selden. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Selden's got 5 points so far.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. In the NBA, everyone needs to work hard to succeed, but there are some players, Chris, who go above and beyond. Who do you think are some of the hardest workers in the league right now?
Wow, well, I'd have to go with a guy like Westbrook. You know his minutes, you know how hard he plays. For me, a triple-double. He was underrated in actually doing that last year because of all the effort that it takes, especially with rebounding the way that he did over big fellas. So you have to look at a guy like him. You have to look at a guy like Isaiah Thomas with his size, being undersized, but being able to get into the paint, his toughness of being able to take tough hits, but also not complain, not be a victim, not use his size as a disadvantage, but he uses it as an advantage with his quickness and also the way that we saw in the playoffs, him studying tapes of guys that came before him. So to me, those guys come up in my head first when we talk about hardest working guys in the league.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Back to Parsons. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
right off the opening tip. They've been relentless, and this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they've needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Parsons. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
Selden, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. It goes against Sacramento. This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
Good on both. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined. But what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room. Fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up.
Here is Chalmers. Sacramento making their last shot. Outside Martin. Here's Selden, guarded by Shumpert. Here's Parsons. Kufis grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 13. Here's Shumpert. Up and in on the layup. Shumpert's got his first basket of the night.
Love the aggressiveness. Shumpert isn't afraid of going inside.
Now, here's Chalmers. Defense is right there. To the paint. Selden passes to Chalmers. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and he throws a shot off.
Now the pass to Randolph. Here's Temple. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the feed to Kufis. And Davis sends it back. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Kings.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Free throw drops for Temple.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
So he gets them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And Chalmers kicks to Martin. Davis, the pass to Selden. Outside for Martin. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Hits it from 3-point range. Chalmers has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their players.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and rolls. The era of a post-up centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future. And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
For Memphis, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West.
Now here's Randolph. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
Now here's Chalmers, following the miss by Zach Randolph. Here's Temple, and it's off from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The Kings have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Shooting 1.
And that one misses.
Well, yeah, some of my best memories were playing for the Kings during the early 2000s. The way we played together, the passing, our ball movement, our system, it was amazing.
Chalmers' shot is no good. The Kings trail by 11. Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That's good from Carter.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Now here's Chalmers, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Temple, defended by Chalmers. Carter with a screen on Chalmers. Temple dishes to Carter. He feeds it to Randolph. Over Martin. Randolph can't hit.
Off target with what's a pretty good look from mid-range.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
Garrett Temple is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Carter. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Kufis in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Parsons attacking. Some solid defense from Randolph.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Here's Temple. Here's Kufis. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's the screen. Davis sets a screen. And Chalmers kicks to Parsons. Lets it go. Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Carter. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
He hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Selden passes to Davis. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's Chalmers from the arc.
He hasn't been able to sink anything, really. His team still leads, but it's unclear if he will find his game by the time this one ends.
Carter kicks to Randolph. Randolph can't get that one to fall.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Parsons outside. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Selden passes to Davis. Kicks it out to Parsons. It's good from long range. Parsons got 6 points. The Kings trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's a good screen. Shoots off the screen. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Now here is Davis. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Parsons attacking over Shumpert. Parsons can't get that one to fall. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Parsons on the wing. Feeds to Davis. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. To take a look at the Kings. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. And of course the Grizzlies, 2.5 games back.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Well, it's not really shocking, is it? Considering the makeup of their roster. They need a ton of help in many areas if they want to get better.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? You know, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching it.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you know, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. You know, just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so, to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, you know, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. Here's Fox after Tyreek Evans' score. They set the screen. Fox dishes to Cauley Stein. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Gasol, a screen on Fox. Conley kicks to Evans. Back to Conley. To the wing right side. From deep, McLemore. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McLemore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Jackson kicks to Hield. He dishes it to Cauley Stein. Here's McLemore. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires from 14. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hield.
And the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
Conley, the pass to Evans. Over in the corner, Green. Evans dishes to Gasol. Banked in off the glass. Gasol's got 6.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
And that one, good. And that's now 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Conley kicks to Gasol. Back to Conley. Now the dish to Evans. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Kings getting the bucket. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Stolen by Jackson. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Conley with it, now guarded by Fox. Conley dishes to Gasol. Pass to McLemore. Green, the screen. Kicks it to Conley. 6 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Mike Conley Jr., you know, you talk about being bred for success. Remember, his dad was a gold medalist in the triple jump. And you can just see that athleticism in his game. Super quick and elusive out on the floor.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And with Conley's athleticism and his handle, tough to keep him out of the lane.
And if you go under on that pick, he can hurt you from deep. This guy really the complete package, arguably the most underrated point guard in our league.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill, or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that when you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time. Or,
right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare, that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you were a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. Right. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we always say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
And the first one at the line is good. And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game. Go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. Chris, you had some amazing years with the Kings. Thinking back on it, what was one of your favorite moments in this jersey?
Wow, clinching the West in 2002. Really thought that was going to be our year. Having my jersey retired by the team was pretty special as well. And, you know, just the fans, you know, when you're getting buckets in front of those fans, it's nothing like it. And so just the memories I have being part of the community of Sacramento.
Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
The D has no answer for him inside, and they better figure him out soon if they want to win this one.
Fox against Conley. Fox kicks to Jackson. Cauley-Stein at the elbow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Hield can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. There's no reason for these big men to shy away from contact on the inside, because when they get to the foul line, you can see the success they've been having in the past month. Marc Gasol on top.
And with those numbers at the free throw line, he should be trying to get there as often as possible. I mean, operating among the big bodies in the paint, he gets those chances. And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
And here is Fox. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Labissiere with the screen for Hield. Will it go? It's deflected. Conley inside the line. The shot, no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. Here's Labissiere. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Labissiere's got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gasol, a screen on Fox. And it's Conley penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 14 points for him.
Well, he's reason number 1 there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Jackson kicks to Hield. Cauley-Stein with a screen on Evans. And Gasol sends it back. And he gets it back. Evans right side. They kick it out to Green. Dishes it to Evans. Now here's McLemore outside. They get the rebound. Tries yet again. Gasol inside, working on Cauley-Stein. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Randolph comes in for Labissiere. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Buddy Hield. Then for the Grizzlies, Deontay Davis is checked in for Green. And Fresh subbed in for Mike Conley. And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Evans. He has 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Tyreke Evans has always been a productive player when he's been on the floor. He can initiate the offense and step, it seems, into any spot on the perimeter, but he's been dealing, Chris, with injuries that have kept him from doing what he does best the past few seasons.
Yeah, hopefully he can avoid the injury bug going forward, Kevin. I mean, Evans has never been able to play 80 games in a season. It's a shame because you just see how productive he is when healthy.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Tyreke Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And
It's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
And both free throws good for Evans.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
To the middle. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him the rock.
And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Selden's checked in. And the second free throw, good. The Kings trail by 13. And Temple kicks to Randolph. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, they call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And what a tremendous career for Zach Randolph. He hit some bumps early on, but he's played with tremendous consistency throughout his time in the league.
Now here's Parsons. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Martin kicks to Selden. Shot clock at 5. Here's Chalmers. Pass to Selden. Outside for Martin. Releases from the wing and drills it. Martin's got his second basket of the game.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Randolph, a screen on Chalmers. Out to Shumpert. Fires the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You better keep an eye on Shumpert. He's fantastic at getting space off the screen.
Now, here's Chalmers. Defense is right there, and finished off by Martin.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the 2-hand slam. The Kings trail by 13. And Temple kicks to Randolph. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Selden, guarded by Shumpert. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Kings shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Temple the pass to Carter. Shot off the screen. It's rebounded by Memphis. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Left side Parsons. And it's Memphis with another.
Great job of establishing position for the quick turnaround. That's a brutal shot to try and defend.
Out to Shumpert. Lets it go with a 3. And so that's the end of the first half. Grizzlies lead by 15. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. So on the floor for Memphis. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Tyreek Evans out there with Conley, and it's McLemore in at the 3. They get it back. They kick it out to Green, and that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Hield.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And now we go to our rookie leaderboard to get a check on the players at the top of the freshman class in assists over the last 10 games. Fourth, De'Aaron Fox.
Really starting to connect with his teammates. I mean, a really heads-up player for a rookie.
Outside Jackson. Passes to Fox. Cauley Stein, a screen. Here's Hield. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And I really enjoy watching Evans use that athleticism, especially when he's attacking. He's tough to stop.
And JaMychal Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his third season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That one misses for Evans. The Kings trail by 17. Jackson with it. Now defended by McLemore. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That is his first foul of the game. Conley against Fox. A floater, and it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Memphis leading by 14. Conley kicks to Evans. Conley against Fox, and the wide open shot from Evans. No good with the triple.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
Cauley-Stein. It's good on the putback. Cauley-Stein's got 8.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Gasol, a screen on Fox. Outside Gasol. Launches a 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And the basket is good. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Gasol setting the pick for Conley. It's rebounded by Labissiere.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Evans goes in. Now here's McLemore outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's the kind of player McLemore is. He is always thinking of shooting as soon as he gets the ball off the pass.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, he just can't get anything to drop today, and his team is hurting as a result. He should concentrate on moving the ball around and getting his guys involved.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Fox. His last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Now, here's Fox. 6 points for him. Cauley-Stein a screen. Here's Hield. Green with the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here's McLemore outside. The Kings trail by 14. Here's Jackson with the tip. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Evans, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And now the Kings, fast break, Hield from outside. They grab their own miss. And another shot. And there's the nice layup by Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
There's the screen. Gasol kicks to Evans. Gasol setting the pick for Evans. Back to Gasol. The Grizzlies with another miss. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Hield. Up again.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Gasol, a screen on Fox. Here's Evans. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Hield. He's got 10. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Comes up empty off the pick. For Memphis, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley-Stein.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cauley-Stein. 11th in field goal percentage,
13th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. Now here's Hield following the shot by Evans. Hield and the rejection by Evans. McLemore with the ball. Jackson on him. Memphis moving it around. McLemore, no good. The Kings trail by 12. Fox with it. He's got 6. Inside, here's Cauley Stein. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Cauley Stein's got 8 points in the quarter.
And it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he will feel down inside.
Now here's Conley. He's got 14 and finished off by Gasol.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, I tell you, a lot of it for him, it's about attitude. When he's playing like that, he has a chip on his shoulder. This is what he can do for you.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense on him because what they've been doing so far is not working.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Labissiere. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Martin's checked in for Green. Parsons comes in for McLemore. Selden's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And Fresh subbed in for Mike Conley. The shot's good from Randolph.
Right in his wheelhouse. Randolph putting in work in the paint.
Here's Gasol. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game. Now, here's Fox. He has 6. Randolph, a screen on Chalmers. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Carter comes in for Jackson. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. Here's Temple. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Shumpert lets it fly. And that one hits back iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Shooting 1.
Here's Temple. Randolph a screen. There's the pick. Here's Temple, covered by Parsons. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Martin. And he banks in the layup. Martin's got 8.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Now here's Randolph. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Temple dishes to Randolph over Martin, and that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. He has 5.
More than comfortable operating from mid-range. Easy money for Randolph.
Now here's Chalmers. He's guarded closely. And there's the pass to Gasol. Sacramento grabs the miss. Kufis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Temple. Randolph, a screen on Chalmers. Now the feed to Kufis. Over Gasol, and it's Kufis missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Grizzlies.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
He's off on the first. Deontay Davis is checked in for Memphis. That's off as well, so he misses both. The Kings trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's the double team with Martin. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
And Sacramento has possession. Following the miss by Chandler Parsons. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Temple kicks to Randolph. Over Martin.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Down low. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Randolph. Outside jumper. Back to Temple. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
On the drive, Randolph with some power to his ball handling. He draws the foul.
The Kings have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. That one misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. From the wing, he squares up and sinks it. Selden's got 13.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Randolph a screen. And the layup is good. He's got 8.
Well, it looked as if he would never find his game after that awful first half start, but he's really hitting his stride in the second.
Now, here's Chalmers. He's covered closely. Martin for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Temple. No good on the shot. Parsons with some nice D. Memphis has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Martin the pass to Davis. Now, here's Chalmers. Tight defense on him, and it's in there.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Kings trail by 14. 1:10 left to play in the third. To the middle. Here's Carter, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Selden. He feeds it to Martin. Outside for Davis. Parsons against Carter. The dish now to Chalmers. 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Koufos with the block. Carter against Parsons. Carter dishes to Temple. Feeds to Randolph. On the wing, Shumpert. Elbow shot is on the way. And he overshot that one, missing.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Here's Temple. He dishes it to Carter. They set the pick. Kicks it to Randolph. Over Martin. Misses off the left iron.
Now, defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 14. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach Dave Yeager.
Good stuff. Got on the move now. Got 3 stops in a row. Got 3 stops, easier to run over.
And Dave Yeager, liking the defense that's being played, feels there's going to be now a translation into how their offense will go.
Yeah, I mean, stops allow you to get the ball up the court much more quickly before the other team has a chance to get their defense set.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Sacramento. Hield is the 2 with Carter at the 3. Zach Randolph is out there with Costa Koufos. And it's Temple in at the 1. Sacramento with the ball. Following the shot by Evans. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And Temple kicks to Randolph. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Randolph's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the defense doing everything in their power. But Randolph just too good in there.
Left side, Davis dishes it to Evans. Now here's McLemore outside. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 4 assists now tonight. The Kings trail by 13. Temple, the pass to Hield. He kicks it to Koufos. Over Davis. And it's Koufos missing. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Floats it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of it.
It's tipped. And Chalmers kicks to McLemore. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good for McLemore.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kufis. This year comes in for Zach Randolph. Jackson, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Fox in for Garrett Temple. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jermichael Green comes in for Chandler Parsons. And Mike Conley subbed in for Fresh. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Kings trail by 15. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Heel dishes to Labissiere. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, and at 7 feet tall, Labissiere is just talented at drawing fouls, utilizing his size well, and forcing the D to be physical.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Labissiere screams potential, a gigantic player who plays both ends of the floor well.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Conley the pass to McLemore. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And there's the foul. It'll go on Deontay Davis. That's his first foul. Marcus All's checked in for Davis. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Labissiere, the screen. Over Green. Labissiere, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Hield. Count that one.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
Here's Green, following the basket by Buddy Hield. Green kicks to Gasol. Green, the screen. Evans outside. 5 to shoot. Outside Conley. Lets it go with a 3. They get it again. The floater, and Labissiere sends it back.
Just phenomenal timing on the block. Labissiere leaping up for the forceful rejection.
Fox kicks to Labissiere, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Labissiere. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Conley dishes to Green. Outside Gasol. Green, the screen. Gasol passes to McLemore. Off target with his 3.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Jackson kicks to Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Well, look, they finally found the energy. They needed to make this one a ball game again. Now, can they get the lead?
Now, here's Gasol. Up top, McLemore. Guarded by Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Count it. And now just a 5-point Grizzly lead. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Green. Pass to Evans. McLemore with a screen for Evans to end the drought. And he lays it up and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Hield kicks to Fox. Labissiere with the screen for Fox. Inside. And Labissiere, the bucket on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his 9th assist in the game now. Evans kicks to Green. Fox with the steal. 17-foot shot on the way. And the shot falls short this time. Evans outside. And the shot goes down. Evans has got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Now here's Jackson. Gasol with the steal. Stolen by Jackson. Passes it to Fox. The feed to Labissiere. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Cauley Stein.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now Fox. Cauley Stein a screen. Fox dishes to Hield. And the pass to Labissiere. Now here's Hield, covered by Evans. Clock at 4. It counts, and the foul. That one's on Evans.
Hield is a great scorer. It doesn't let the D affect him, especially when he's deep inside. Well, Buddy Hield, the main part of the package that came back to the Kings in the Cousins trade. Hield was a player the Kings have been interested in for a while. Ownership targeted him specifically in the Cousins trade.
Now here's Conley. Gasol passes to Green. McLemore with the ball. Jackson on him. Outside Conley. Here's Gasol. Poked loose. And here is Fox. Here's Jackson. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And Chris, with Hield, part of why this team was so intent on getting him was because they love how he can develop as a scorer.
Oh, yeah, and to be clear, he can't replace Cousins with his production, and the team knows that. They wanted a perimeter scorer to transition and build around. They got their man in Hield.
Here's Fox. Following the basket by Marc Gasol. Cauley Stein a screen. Back to Jackson. Over McLemore. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. They get it back.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Hield kicks to Labissiere. A pass to Fox. Jackson a screen on Conley. Here's Fox. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Up off the screen.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it.
Free throw good, Gasol. Gasol hits them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Fox dishes to Jackson. He feeds it to Heel. Labissiere, the screen. Here's Cauley Stein. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Outside, Green. Here's McLemore. Not going to go that time. And the Kings going the other way now. Outside, Jackson. The dish to Fox. They set the pick. Feeds to Cauley Stein. Over Gasol. Here's Labissiere. Green with the rebound. Green's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Evans. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Evans passes to Green. And Labissiere sends it back. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Fox against Conley. Fox with it. He dishes it to Heel. The offensive rebound. Cauley Stein. Green with the block. Here's Evans. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one is on Heel.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Shot behind the lanes.
He throw good. Tyreek Evans.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Now here's Fox. Cauley Stein a screen. Healed with it. He's against Evans.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
It's effort, it's ability. He also has incredible instincts.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're behind by 2. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, That was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dave Yeager was just going over his game plan with his team. He told them, look, fellas, this is what we're capable of when you come together as one. I knew you had it in you, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Finish this game.
Thank you, David. And McLemore kicks to Evans. Conley dishes to Gasol. Connects!
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deeper hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Well, do you go with your rhythm? You have to decide, do you run something new, something that's been working, something they haven't seen?
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. To halt the run, good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I love the poise from Hill, not getting overwhelmed. He exercises amazing patience when the pressure is on.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
If they can get a relatively open look from the perimeter, I say take it.
And here are the Grizzlies now, and they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Now that's what I call cool under fire. You know, those should be the nails in the coffin.
Jackson from long range. Gets it to fall.
And you can see why they want Labissiere to take these pressure shots. Never letting the moment overtake them.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chandler, you guys really passed the ball well tonight, and that seemed to feed energy at both ends.
Yeah, just playing selfish. And as you can see, we're having so much fun when we play that way. When everyone's getting involved, everybody's touching it. It's just a much better team offense when we play like that, and it's successful for us.
It was successful tonight, Chandler. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.